7 million people in the U.S. are immunocompromised because of organ transplants, cancer, and other health issues. The FDA is now allowing certain people with severely weakened immune systems to get a third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine for better protection. Michael George has more.
It's been 2 years since Keith Missimer's kidney transplant.
I'm back to normal again, just feeling great.
The 67-year-old received 2 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine, but learned he wasn't protected.
Think of all the people that had the shots and they just simply believe that they're free from the virus and they don't know whether they have antibodies or not.
Transplant patients and other immunocompromised people have less ability to fight off infections and may not get enough protection from vaccines. Now the FDA says some patients can get a third dose of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine to boost immunity.
Achieving good immune protection from COVID in immunosuppressed people is going to be individualized.
Dr. Dori Segev is leading 2 studies at Johns Hopkins University testing the antibody response to a third dose in kidney transplant and autoimmune patients. His previous research shows fully vaccinated transplant patients are at much higher risk for a breakthrough COVID infection and hospitalization.
There can be a discussion between a patient and their physician, and they can make a decision based on the existing data of whether getting a booster dose is beneficial for them and worth any of the risks for them.
Dr. Segev also says while preliminary studies about booster doses are encouraging, we need more data. Keith received his third dose in the Hopkins study this week.
It hit me partway into that evening. When I was sleeping, I woke up and I had sore all over my body and my arm was hurting. And I had a slight fever.
He'll soon find out if the third time is a charm. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The FDA made no mention of compromised patients who received the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. A new study is suggesting that Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine may offer protection against the variants for several months. Researchers with the National Institutes of Health tested blood samples from 24 people who had received the Moderna vaccine. The samples were tested 4 weeks after the first dose and then again 3 separate times after the second dose, up to 6 months. They found that the antibody response to all of the variants tested, including Delta, persisted for 6 months in most subjects. However, the scientists say neutralizing responses to the variants were rare after the first dose, which they say underscores the need for the second.